Good afternoon. My name is Brian Young, and this project is for TSM411 for Dr. Okuda. Today, I want to talk to you about Living Hope Baptist Church. Living Hope Baptist Church wants to bring its congregation closer to God through the use of the internet. The church feels if they have wireless hotspots added throughout the church, then it will provide a much more comfortable environment for its patrons as well as the people that they wish to bring in. As the church has grown over the years, they have strived to stay on top of the youth by trying to relate to them not only spiritually, but using technology as a medium for that contact when need be. This evaluation is to study the infrastructure of Living Hope Baptist Church's network and how to implement a wireless solution that fits within the budget constraints of Living Hope. First, I would like to talk a little bit about the background of Living Hope Baptist Church. On July 20th, 1976, 26 believers organized what they named Living Hope Missionary Baptist Church. Living Hope attendance has grown to more than 2,400 members that attend Sunday morning worship services every Sunday. Living Hope provides this many members with 3 services, and those 3 services are at 8 o'clock, 9:30, and 11 o'clock. Living Hope offers a small church family in a big church setting. Living Hope has recently built a $10 million connection center. The reason they're calling this a connection center is it is all about sports and indoor games and things to connect people with each other so they can come closer to God. This huge connection center will seat approximately 800 people. The church has youth ministry that serves from ages from 6 months through 100 years old. With its outreaches all across the globe, this church has preached the Word of God to millions and millions of people. Currently, the church is undergoing growth in staff and personnel, so they have implemented an extensive network system. Pastors use computers to do everything from design messages for delivery through counseling people in faraway lands through Skype. This type of outreach sends messages to all types of followers and sets a precedence that a large church can provide a small church feel. On this network, you will learn a little bit about the floor plan of Living Hope Baptist Church. With 6 wiring closets in the church, 1 server room, and many square feet to cover. It runs layer 3 Dell switches to the 6 segments of the 62 micron fiber network trunk that has been laid all across the campus. From one end of the campus to the other, it encompasses almost 32 acres of building. This huge area supports 53 users on the network. And you might ask yourself, wow, how can 53 users on the network be supported? Well, there's almost 300 volunteers that help make this church function in its day-to-day life. As we see here, we have servers and network closets, Panasonic VoIP telephone systems. It is definitely state-of-the-art. The fundamentals of the problem for this project. Living Hope Baptist Church wants to provide wireless access for the entire campus for both public and private networks that can also support the new gymnasium. This is quite a challenge due to the point that the initial network has constantly grown, and they only have 254 available IP addresses. So once we look at a breakdown of where the fiber trunk runs, where the placement is looked at for the wireless access points, we can see the wireless access points in purple, the server room being the large triangle, and the wiring closets scattered along the fiber trunk. The demarcation point is at the front bottom left of the church, where everything comes in. This should provide enough of an infrastructure that we can run these 8 wireless points, 2 power over Ethernet routers. Therefore, we will not have to implement electricity being ran in the ceilings and additional cost for this implementation. When we identify the actual problems, to say that we need a wireless network is an easy statement, but we also need to provide a secure network for both the public and the private sides of the network, while we stay in budgetary constraints, as well as the implementation and support of this network. The biggest challenges in implementation is running cable for the new 8 access points, subnetting the network, and establishing a secure connection. While we want all these patrons to be able to use our network, we do not want to overrun all of the traffic that happens for our day-to-day use. The proposed equipment solution is made by Netgear. The model number is a WAG102. It supports many different bands of speed, as well as it is set up for MAC address filtering. It goes on, and for our budget, this seems to be the best idea. The proposed idea for the subnet will be to run 2 VLANs. VLAN 1 will control all of the in-house normal connections for the servers, the switches, the routers, the printers, and VLAN 1 will also run DHCP for the workstations. VLAN 2 will be all wireless. Therefore, we can port it to where it only connects to the internet. And once we have that set up, we can continue on with our project. Here we have a budget review. We have 8 wireless LAN access points at $180 each. Will equal $1,440. The reason that these wireless LAN access points were chosen, not only for cost, but they have a lifetime warranty when they're used in a nonprofit organization, which Living Hope Baptist Church is a nonprofit organization. Therefore, as we have, our largest address was support, because we did not want to be exchanging equipment every year if we were having problems. Netgear provides that to us. We have 8 plenum wire pulls, and the plenum of course runs more money because we can't, due to fire marshal codes all through the US, you cannot run PVC, which is the standard cheap Cat 5e. So the plenum wire pulls were quite a bit, they were quite expensive each. We will use our existing PoE switches, which we already have Dell 24-port switches in place. And the hours to implement the subnetting, I've calculated out at 24 hours for standard interns or the network administrator. That gives us a wireless cost of $2,920, which is about $2,000 less than our $5,000 budget constraint. At Living Hope, they are very excited about this project, and we look forward to implementation and moving along with the project. The next question you will ask is, now that we fit in budgetary constraints, what is the implementation time? We're looking at 5 days for wire installation for access points, the next 3 days for the network subnet, and 10 days for access point installation. We contacted Netgear, or Netgear's vendor, and asked them what the shipping time was for the equipment. and they said that they would be to us within 5 days. Therefore, if we begin the project right away, the wire installation can be going on while the access points are shipping. The next step of the phase would be for the approval, and we would love to set this project up for you.